Welcome back. We know Disney World is the biggest tourist attraction in Florida, drawing visitors from all over. It's also drawing scrutiny from Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who has moved to revoke much of Disney's self-governing status. Now Disney is suing, saying it's a target of government retaliation. Legal expert Seth Berensweig live with us here to talk about the case. Good to see you again.
Great to be back.
So let's just explain to people, first things first, there is a district that has been in place for decades that sort of shoulders certain government responsibilities onto Disney in exchange for certain concessions from the state.
That's exactly right. It's called the Reedy Creek District, and it's essentially and simply a governing body that addresses all of the administrative and financial tasks for Disney. It's like a local government. It has the power to have a budget. It issues bonds. It has its own fire department. It's been in operation and it hasn't had any issues since its origination in 1967. However, unfortunately for Disney, they have been vocal and they've expressed their political opinion and viewpoint with regard to certain education-related legislation in Florida. The DeSantis administration has allegedly retaliated against Disney, and it has really attacked them by wiping out the board, putting in political appointees, launching a criminal investigation, and now Disney is fighting back by filing a lawsuit in Florida federal court today, asserting that DeSantis is violating their constitutional rights for freedom of political speech.
You know what's interesting about this? It takes me back to the 2008 and 2012 campaigns when Mitt Romney once said corporations are people too when it came to the idea of free speech attached to political contributions. But obviously we're talking about a much different case here. As you look at this, does Disney have a case against Florida, or as the governor here, does Ron DeSantis have the right to say these are the regulations I'm going to place, you're in my state for a reason, I can do this?
Well, I think Disney really wins at the end of the day. And by the way, that principle of law that you've noted really is central right in terms of this case, because businesses have a right to political speech and expression, and they cannot be suffering political reprisal and getting their business and their contracts obliterated as a result of being punished by a local government as a result of their exercise of the First Amendment freedom of speech. So I believe at the end of the day that Disney has a very strong case. They're going to have an injunction hearing that will happen in a couple of weeks. And this is going to end up being an albatross around DeSantis's neck, because it's going to be very difficult for him to establish a non-retaliatory basis. And from a political standpoint, it will be said that how's he going to beat a formidable opponent like Trump when he can't even beat a mouse?
Well, you know, there are a lot of people who look at this and they like the idea of the governor saying, likening this to corporate welfare, and that he's standing up to corporations, and he's been using the term woke ideology left, right, and center there. It plays to a lot of people in Florida right now. We're going to see how this plays out. Seth Berensweig, thanks for joining us tonight. Good to see you again.
You bet.